Hi everyone, my name's Night-Willadsen. I decided to do my family social studies night as a theme of community helpers. I felt that this was a really good theme to do for our social studies topic because kids are developmentally ready to start learning about the world around them, and I felt like the community was the perfect way to start that. Also, I decided because of the social studies standards, one of the main ones is self, family, and community, which is the understandings of one's relationship to the family and community, roles in the family community, and respect for diversity. And the element within that is recognizes a variety of jobs and work associated with them. I felt like this was a perfect way to incorporate that standard. Because I don't own my own classroom, I decided to base this off of my practicum classroom. It is an AM and PM class. The 8 a.m. Class has 8 students, and the 12 o'clock class has 9 students, so it's a very small class. Combined, it would still be very small, so I decided that this is the perfect way to really allow families to come together and learn about the community. So for my family night, I decided to do 5 stations. Each station is a job within the community. Optimally, I would want families to volunteer or at least help me talk about their jobs within the stations, and they can give me ideas and maybe activities to do that kids would love. But because I'm not doing this with a family or with a preschool, I just made 5 stations on my own of jobs that I felt like would be fun and kind of a variety of things to do for the family night. So how my family night works is that each family would come in and be signed in, and they'd be given a colored ticket that would correlate with one of the stations, and that's just like their starting station. Each station then would have 15 minutes, and then the lights would turn on and off, and that means go to the next station. I did this because instead of having a kind of a random family just going back and forth, I really wanted families to be able to go in and really learn about this station, especially if a family member is running that station, so that they can really talk about their job and what they do, and each family can really have time to do each activity. The reason that I also did this was because I feel like this is just a little more organized in my opinion. So the first station that I did is a librarian. At this station, there's also a book swap, which is asked a couple months in advance for families to bring books, and if not, I would also hope that a thrift store or store in town would donate some books, and this is just a way that families can also take this type of job home with them. At this station, volunteers will talk about each job, so this one would be talk about librarian, what they do. They also would read the book Lola at the Library, which is a book about a little girl and her mom going to the library and seeing that the library has more than just going and checking out books. It has, activities, games, yoga, just a bunch of stuff like that. And I thought that was a great way to show families there's more than just checking out books at the library. The activity for this is right here, and it is cutting out all of these. The volunteer, before handing this activity out, would be talking with the families about, the book that they chose, and ask them, can you find the author, the illustrator, the front of the book, back of the book, the spine of the book, page numbers, all that type of stuff, and just get really kids understanding what a book is. And I felt like that kind of correlated with what a librarian does most times. So the second station is the chef station. Within this station, the activity families would do is make a chef hat. Sorry, I did not make these activities. I don't have enough time in the day to do all of that, so that's just kind of a picture of what I decided the chef hats would look like. Also at this station, of course, they talk about what chefs do, what they wear, what they cook with, ask them how they do cooking at home. And then the activity to go along with this is making fruit kebabs. I thought I printed out a picture, but I didn't. It was just a pattern of strawberries, bananas, and blueberries, but the volunteer will also tell them that they can do however they want and make a pattern, because chefs, their art is making food into different patterns and textures and stuff, so I just wanted the families to be able to just kind of have fun with that and make cute kebabs, and that's the snack for the night. The third station is a yoga instructor in station. I thought this was really fun because this kind of lets kids kind of get out and do a little more gross motor activity. But also, I think it's important to see different varieties of jobs, not just, teacher, police officer, fireman, stuff like that. During this station, they'll talk about what a yoga instructor does or what a gym instructor does and how important it is to be healthy and stay fit for our bodies and minds. They'll show 3 poses. I think I did like downward dog, warrior, and child's pose. But then also during this time, families can do their own yoga together or on their own and just kind of like have fun with that. The fourth station was a dentist station. During this station, like the others, they'll talk about what a dentist does. The activity is this one. Again, I wasn't able to do the actual activity, but it would just be a blank piece of paper with the stencil of the tooth. And then it's white paint and a toothbrush, and just talking about how important it is to brush your teeth. There's also at the station a sensory table that has toothbrushes and toothpaste and floss and like little fake teeth, and like it's in water and they can just really play with it and kind of get messy because kids love that, and I thought that'd be kind of fun to do. The last station was a bank station, and this station has an activity that talks about coins and how banks, are about saving your money and doing stuff like that. So the activity, again, I could not print it out, or do it myself, but it's called Fill My Piggy Bank, and it's just a little game with the rolling the dice, and then it would be coins, and they can put it in a piggy bank, and they can, if they feel like they want to, they can put how much money it is. I thought that was a really fun activity to do for the family, and it's just a little easier. So for the communication portion of my family night, this really correlates with the volunteer section. I really want volunteers to be involved in this. So the first 2 things I did was email to teachers as well as word of mouth to families. Also with this flyer that would be cut out and on better piece of paper, just says come and learn about jobs in our community at our family social studies night, and just gives that. And it says parents, if you want to showcase your job or help with the event, please sign in by October 17th. So that's a month out from the event. This can be sent home a month out. Here's the newsletter. So monthly curriculum, songs, finger plays, stuff like that. The back of this. So illness and health, just talking about that, dates to remember, and then the family fun social studies night. So just another heads up. That would be a month out, so that's October because it's in November. And then 2 weeks out and a week out, I would send these home. Sorry, excuse the underline of my name. Word never understands that my name is my name. So that would be that. And then also like the week of, it would be Facebook and doing a lot of that type of stuff, text messages, word of mouth, just really making sure that families are interested in wanting to come, talking about the donation of books, the food that will be there, different activities, just try and really get them like excited and involved into it. Also, it's a lot of talking to the volunteers, emailing, making sure that you have meetings and stuff to make sure that everything is set and ready to go. After the event, of course, you want to do a thank you. So I found this really cool thing online. So it says, thank you so much for volunteering at the annual preschool social studies family night. This night couldn't have been a success without your help. What's cool is that this can be actually printed out as a card, or it can be like via email. And I thought that was really cool. You could do both or one or the other, whatever works best for you. So overall, I guess something that I really learned from this event is it takes a lot of work and a lot of preparation. Definitely find people that can help you, whether it's families or teachers or your family, just someone that can help you really do this so that it's a huge success. I was on my own for this, as all of you were, and I feel like it was a lot of work. So that's something that I learned, was really take your time and start way in advance. Don't try and do this in a month or anything like that. Something else that I learned was to find groups online, whether it's blogs or Facebook groups, because they have so much good information. I actually, 2 of my links above are from blogs from like former teachers, now they're stay-at-home moms, and they had excellent ideas and things. That's where I got my library activity as well as my bank activity, and those are really good help, and I feel like if you email them or message them, that they would be a lot of help. So that is kind of what I learned, and that was my family night.